Rise and shine, McAlester. Hello and welcome to Harbor Mountain Coffee House at 224 South 3rd Street in McAlester. Come have a cup of joe with us and enjoy the show. You're tuned in to Coffee with the Coach, brought to you by Tannehill Furniture, Dowdery Pharmacy, Reagan Auto, and Dobson FIBER, live on KNED 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, as well as video streaming on YouTube. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, and like a Willie Nelson song, the Buffs are on the road again. They travel down to the Red River to face off with the Durant Lions. Be sure to make the drive and watch these Buffs in person. If you are absolutely unable to make it, you can listen on KNED, the station, on the KNED app, online at McAlsterRadio.com. Just any way that you're listening or watching right now, you can listen or watch that way. Again, video streaming will begin near kickoff on the McAlester Radio YouTube channel. Now, with all that said, let's welcome the head coach of the McAlester Buffaloes, Forrest Mazey.
Glad to be back.
All right, so before we move forward, it's a way to bounce back. 68-7 last week. What you think about the game?
Did everything we expected them to do, played well. Played physical, got up fast and in a hurry, and got all our our young guys reps in a live game. That's how it was supposed to be done.
Oh, my bad. Speaking of young guys, it's always great to see them. What do you think about the experience they got and how they played?
Well, I think anytime you get varsity experience, it's something a feather in the cap. It's nice to reap that reward, and from whether you're a scout team guy or a backup. It's a chance to have an opportunity to show your skill set against a varsity opponent.
So on last week's show, you mentioned that you didn't want to break it down with EAT until they showed it.
Right,
spoiler alert, y'all broke it down with it after the game. How would you evaluate McAlster's effort, attitude, toughness against East Central?
All the way there. I mean, I thought we were very on point with all three of those. Had a really, it was real good all the way across.
So moving on into Durant, we're going to be talking about them a little bit later on. But, again, you guys got to be able to get a little bit more experience, like you said, for the guys. And for the starters, you got to, again, play them for the first quarter, second quarter. Also, you got to get people healed up. How does that look moving into Durant?
You get them a few reps. Even if they're banged up in a game like that, you want to get them a few reps to where they don't just completely stale the next week. But you get them in, you get them out, you stay healthy. I thought we came out, pretty healthy. There's a couple kids that are banged up from practice, but rolled ankle. I mean, nothing serious. May sit a week, may sit a couple games, but that's it.
So not a very long segment. There's not much to say. You guys took care of business. So
right. It's like I said, I didn't think it was going to take us long to bounce back. Obviously, with the opponent we had, and then what our expectations are as a program. Coweta's a good football team, but I truly believe we're still one of the best too, and we just didn't play well. So, I mean, we're back in business. We're back where we want to be, and back on the track.
Yes, sir. So, lineman of the week?
Lineman of the week was it Fields? It was Fields. It was Connor Fields, yeah. That's what I thought. Connor had a really good game and bounced back, really well.
And Scout Team Player of the Week?
It was actually everybody. We've kind of changed some things. We still have a Scout Team Player of the Week, but anytime, it's kind of a unique deal we started doing, anytime that somebody is making a big play, we give them a helmet sticker right after
That's
practice
right.
or right during. So it's we had all the offensive groups had a pretty good job, did a pretty good job.
All right, and with that, we'll sneak aside for our first time out. This is Coffee with the Coach inside of Harbor Mountain Coffee House. We'll be back with player interviews after a quick word from our sponsors.
Since 1936, Dobson FIBER believes in delivering the latest technology to the communities it serves. That's why we continue to invest in our own all-fiber network to bring your business the fastest internet speeds available. You won't believe the speed and reliability that only fiber can provide. Plus, you work with local people who know your business with 24/7 technical support. Think Dobson FIBER for all your business internet and phone needs. Dobson FIBER, fast, reliable, local.
Reagan Auto in McAlester is now offering a winterized special, which consists of a coolant flush starting at $129.99 with a free battery check. Purchase a set of tires and ask about their complimentary alignment check and road hazard options. Stop by Reagan Auto at 306 East Wyandotte Avenue in McAlester or call 918-715-3236. That's 918-715-3236.
Dougherty Pharmacy at 622 East Wyandotte, formerly known as the Medicine Shop, offers free delivery in the McAlester area. We are a 340B pharmacy, and we are a compounding pharmacy as well. With all that, Dougherty Pharmacy also has fast, friendly service. We make it easy to fill your prescriptions. Drive up, come in, or let us deliver to you in the McAlester area. That's Dougherty Pharmacy, 622 East Wyandotte, McAlester. Dougherty Pharmacy is a proud sponsor of Buffalo football.
Tannehill Furniture and Mattress is proud to support our McAlester Buffaloes. For over 30 years, Tannehill Furniture and Mattress has been your one-stop shop for all of your furniture and mattress needs. Offering quality recliners, living room sets, bedroom sets, dining room sets, and mattresses, stop by Tannehill Furniture and Mattress today and make yourself at home. Tannehill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street in McAlester. Go Buffs! Have a great season.
Harbor Mountain Coffee House has your coffee and tea needs covered. They offer a variety of espressos, frappuccinos, and drip coffee, as well as smoothies, chai teas, and an assortment of breakfast sandwiches and pastries. There's wireless internet too. Harbor Mountain Coffee House, 3rd and Wyandotte, McAlester. Open 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Saturdays, or visit us 7 days a week at Harbor Mountain To Go in Tandytown, or at our newest location at 418B South Georgia Line Expressway, which is open 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. weekdays and 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. on weekends. All right, for those on radio, there's your Buffalo drive of the game and their 68-7 Thursday night win over the East Central Cardinals. It came in their final drive of the game. It was 8 plays long, covering 74 yards in the span of 5 minutes. It was capped off by that 5-yard touchdown pass from freshman Cason Washington Mazey to freshman Cleveland Williamson, overcoming a 3rd and 4th down along the way. Welcome back to Coffee with the Coach from Harbor Mountain Coffee House on 3rd Street in McAlester. This year's show is brought to you by Reagan Auto, Dobson FIBER, Dougherty Pharmacy, and Tannehill Furniture. We now welcome to the show a couple of Buffalo juniors, Ethan Watkins and Zach Rogers. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you for having me.
I'll try to be a little bit louder. I know that you're on the other side over there. How you doing, Ethan? Checking in?
A little tired.
You awake? You alive?
Kinda.
You started work this week, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about it?
Not really.
All right, so we'll talk about this one. We always started off with an icebreaker. If animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
House cat.
House cat.
House cat.
I think it's not a bad answer.
I think an alligator would have a certain type of words.
I feel like an alligator, for the most part, is kind of chill. If they can just float in the water for a little while, I think they're just kind of chill.
Yeah, until you intrude on their territory.
That's true. See,
then it's raps.
I'd say squirrel. I'd say squirrel. Because, listen, the first thing I thought about when I read this question myself, I was like, okay, well, my dog is in the backyard. My dog is not a dog that will really ever harm anybody. So I hope that anyone that ever wanted to break into my house never hears that. But she talks a big talk, but she doesn't walk the walk. But she goes in the back, she sees this squirrel, she runs after it, wants to play with it, climbs up the tree. And as soon as she climbs up the tree, she's looking up at the tree, squirrel's looking back down at the dog, and the squirrel's just going to town, just chirping at this dog, and she's like moving her head sideways. She's like, I don't know what you're yelling at. I just wanted to play, and the squirrel's about to pounce on my dog. We were about to have to send her to the vet.
I think that's a good answer.
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see it.
A squirrel could talk some mad game. Hey, I don't know if I've ever asked this, but to Buffalo fans, to get to know y'all better, what would you say are some of your hobbies?
Selling Pepsi.
You're a walking billboard.
I'm sorry, I have to be. It's in my name. Yeah, I said selling Pepsi.
You're like, what is it, Ricky Bobby and Cal Naughton Jr. with Big Red.
No, hunting and fishing is probably my biggest hobby.
Ethan?
That threw me off.
Selling Pepsis is... Hey, we need to get you in to record our Pepsi commercial. Pepsi sponsors the broadcasts.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Working at Chick-fil-A.
Okay, that doesn't mean you can just throw free advertisement on the radio. Gosh dang, this got off the rails.
I got on my PlayStation.
So not PlayStation?
So I don't want to hear it.
So you see the thing that's been going around like on weeks that like there's like, I don't know what it is because I don't play PlayStation a bunch, but it's like XP weekend or whatever for Call of Duty. Kyler Murray is like 2-47. My brother makes a joke about that all the time. We're big OU fans. All right, we'll move on to some football questions for once. How about that? This one's for both of y'all. You both played roles, pretty big roles as underclassmen last year to get to the state championship, and now you're upperclassmen with that experience. Does it feel a little bit different going from being on the younger side of things now to being a couple of the leaders?
Not really, because there's a lot of the same guys coming back, and we're really close group. It's different because we don't have those seniors that we did last year, and it feels weird not being across the line from Avion or some of those other guys. But
right.
For the most part, it's pretty similar.
Ethan?
I'd say it's a little bit different being in the game for basically all the time. It kind of, I don't know, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
Just being in there the whole time. I haven't done that since like 8th grade.
Located football.
and not just that, but you're also kind of playing. You both are kind of playing on both sides of the line. So another question to ask guys that do that, if you had to pick, offense or defense?
Offense.
Offense. You like pancake blocks?
When I can get them.
I like defense.
Really? You've laid down some big hits. I saw the one over in Shreveport this year.
You know.
Hey, let's go ahead and go to a question for Ethan. Speaking on transitions, you moved from the running back spot to the wide receiver spot. Was it difficult kind of getting into the new position?
Not really. All the camps that I used to go to growing up, they were mainly receiver camps. No love for the running backs. So I always kind of had the blueprint.
So has running back kind of helped make you a better receiver, you think?
I think so.
Kind of work a little bit better in space. Moving on to Zach. Hey, you made the move to left tackle this season. For those that haven't played on the line before, is there a big change that you make when you move from one side of the line to the other?
For most people, yeah, but I had to play like all 5 positions last year, so I know every position to a good extent. But left tackle is a lot more important than right tackle.
Say Pepsi.
Shut up. Yeah, I feel like protecting the left is more important now that it's me and Case and Whitley. We're the best side, but
Say Pepsi.
the left side's definitely different from the right.
Pepsi.
And also, we saw Ethan whispering in the mic over here. This isn't whatever. Hey, we also saw that you got, with some of your Buffalo teammates, you've been invited to the 2022 the Podium Preps All-American Bowl, Miami Beach, Florida. Congratulations on the accomplishment.
Thank you.
How does it kind of feel when you guys get nominated for that kind of stuff? And
It's pretty surreal, like, because Malachi got invited the day of the East Central game, and me and him are really, really good friends, and he showed me, and I looked at it and I was like, man, that's really cool. And I helped him type out the message to send to the coach and then helped him type out his tweet. And
Did you put Pepsi in it?
then 2 days later, when I was at home playing with my dog, I got the same DM and I was like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you look at the tweets, we have the exact same tweet.
Yeah.
But,
when there's a lot of stuff like that, like when the whole NIL thing went down, I just saw that everyone just copy and pasted.
Copy, paste, change the name.
All right, so here's our final question. It's always a fun one. If you had to have a spirit animal, what would you say is your spirit animal?
That's a good question. I'm
made of them, buddy. I'm made of good questions. And then I'll ask, like, hey, when was the last time you stepped on a sticker? And then someone will be like,
Last night.
Last night?
Yeah.
Me too.
I was tracking a deer and I stepped on a sticker.
It sucks.
Probably looking for some Pepsi out in the woods.
My spirit animal would probably be Forrest Mazey. That'd be my spirit animal.
Forrest Mazey's your spirit animal.
Yeah.
Ethan.
It's an uncanny beast. Can't be tamed.
Ethan.
Like, as of right now?
As of
like
right now.
all time?
A chihuahua.
Say like a whale. Let's say a whale.
Why?
Huh? They get to chill down there.
Food comes to you, and you just...
They got no problem down there.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and good luck this week against Durant. Probably one of the best interviews so far this year. Hey, those are Buffalo players, Zach Rogers, Nathan Watkins. You're tuned into Coffee with the Coach. Don't go anywhere. We'll speak on the Durant Lions next. You're on 1150 AM and 98.3 FM KNED.
Since 1936, Dobson FIBER believes in delivering the latest technology to the communities it serves. That's why we continue to invest in our own all-fiber network to bring your business the fastest internet speeds available. You won't believe the speed and reliability that only fiber can provide. Plus, you work with local people who know your business with 24/7 technical support. Think Dobson FIBER for all your business internet and phone needs. Dobson FIBER, fast, reliable, local.
Reagan Auto in McAlester is now offering a winterized special, which consists of a coolant flush starting at $129.99 with a free battery check. Purchase a set of tires and ask about their complimentary alignment check and road hazard options. Stop by Reagan Auto at 306 East Wyandotte Avenue in McAlester or call 918-715-3236. That's 918-715-3236.
Dougherty Pharmacy at 622 East Wyandotte, formerly known as the Medicine Shop, offers free delivery in the McAlester area. We are a 340B pharmacy, and we are a compounding pharmacy as well. With all that, Dougherty Pharmacy also has fast, friendly service. We make it easy to fill your prescriptions. Drive up, come in, or let us deliver to you in the McAlester area. That's Dougherty Pharmacy, 622 East Wyandotte, McAlester. Dougherty Pharmacy is a proud sponsor of Buffalo football.
Tannehill Furniture and Mattress is proud to support our McAlester Buffaloes. For over 30 years, Tannehill Furniture and Mattress has been your one-stop shop for all of your furniture and mattress needs. Offering quality recliners, living room sets, bedroom sets, dining room sets, and mattresses, stop by Tannehill Furniture and Mattress today and make yourself at home. Tannehill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street in McAlester. Go Buffs! Have a great season.
Welcome back to Coffee with the Coach, brought to you by Tannehill Furniture, Reagan Auto, Dougherty Pharmacy, and Dobson FIBER. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, at Harbor Mountain Coffee House on 3rd Street in McAlester, live alongside McAlester Buffalo head coach Forrest Mazey. Tonight it's McAlester versus Durant for the 78th time. McAlester leads a series that dates back to 1915 and 52 wins to 22 losses and 3 ties. McAlester has won 4 in a row, 12 of the last 13, and is 17-3 this century over the Lions. Coach Mazey, it's time for Guess That Play.
All right.
This one's going to be a little bit tough, too.
No chance.
We go back to just last year at the Hook. Buffs are leading 28-0 with 9 minutes and 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball at the Durant 40-yard line, right hash, first down and 10, driving to the south end zone.
Ethan Watkins on a touchdown.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I think he runs left and cuts back right. I can almost guarantee it.
All right, let's go ahead and let's play it on YouTube here. And sure enough, that's a little toss out to Ethan Watkins. Goes left, cuts back right towards the end zone. There he goes. Breakaway speed. I thought it was cool, too, because, I picked that play. That's what's so cool about that. I picked that play before you told me Ethan was going to be on the show.
Nice.
So it just kind of works out that way. Yeah. So that is 7-0-1.
I'm digging it. We're still rolling.
After we were awash last week. Coach, how does it feel to be back to Friday night games?
It's really nice, actually. Back-to-back Thursdays, it kind of messes with your I guess, say programming, what you're programmed to do, your routine. And it allows us to, get back to a full schedule.
Right, and I don't know about you. I mean, I know we spoke about it before the show, but I'm moping around this morning. I'm kind of a little bit tired. But one thing that makes me feel better is we don't have a game in like 12 hours to get ready for.
Right.
Now, getting to the game itself, what do you think about the Lions this season?
I will say this about them. I mean, their record doesn't indicate their offense. The problem with they're running into is they get down, and then their offenses that they run, the offense they run, is not made when to come back when you're down. Mm-hmm. So they get behind the 8 ball a little bit. But what they do is not it's unique and old school in the same breath, because it's not what everybody else does. You have to prep for it. You don't have the scout team to really run it. But I think our scout team's done a great job doing it this week. I really do. Coach Ball running the scout team quarterback a little bit. I think he missed his calling as an option quarterback.
Zach.
But, it's a, like I said, unique situation, unique offense. They're always going to play really hard, really early against us. just because the rivalry as they see it. Mm-hmm. But so it's hard to say. You never count those guys out against us because they will play us hard.
Yeah, Zach, I'm sure, could still run the option pretty well.
Well, he tries to run the option. He at least gives us some legs out there. He tried to pitch it with going left with his right hand, underhanded, because he couldn't pitch. Now, the second day, we gave him a hard time enough. He pitched it with his left hand. I think he went home and practiced.
If I recall correctly, he was a pretty salty receiver, though, back in the day.
I didn't get to see him play. I will take your word for it.
Again, when a lot of people talk about Durant football in 2022, you spoke about the offense, and a lot of people speak about the flex bone,
mm-hmm.
but then they also speak about the defense and what they've added to the defensive line, most notably Day Sims. So what makes him so tough to go up against?
Just his athleticism. I think he's got a huge skill set. I mean, obviously wouldn't have – I think he's the number one player in that class in Oklahoma. He has all the tools necessary to be a good player. It's so we got to get those guys down and get them behind the chains and get their mentality back down to what it needs to be. We can't let those guys think they're better than what they are. We have to punch them in the mouth early and make sure they stay where they need to be.
I think that's going to be a big key to the game, like you were mentioning just before. If they can get up on you first, they can run a lot of clock with the flex bone as well. So obviously, getting out ahead to begin the game will be a big key to the game.
Right. Yeah. No, we can't go out and we can't have hiccups. We can't. That's what our JV has done against them. We played them twice, and our JV's done a bad job of getting behind, and then they limit our possessions. So. If you allow them to get, if you don't take care of the ball or if you don't score on a possession or two and they're able to grind the clock a little bit, then you have problems. You can run into some issues because they can hold the ball from you with what they do.
All right, that'll be kickoff at 7 tomorrow night, not tonight, tomorrow night on the campus of Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Be sure to make the drive and be there early. There might be some limited seating there also. So make the drive and cheer and support the black and gold. We're going to take a break. Coming up next from Harbor Mountain Coffee House on 3rd Street in McAlester, we'll have one final break with head coach Forrest Mazey reading some of your questions. Don't go anywhere. You're on 1150 AM and 98.3 FM. KNED.
Since 1936, Dobson FIBER believes in delivering the latest technology to the communities it serves. That's why we continue to invest in our own all-fiber network to bring your business the fastest internet speeds available. You won't believe the speed and reliability that only fiber can provide. Plus, you work with local people who know your business with 24/7 technical support. Think Dobson FIBER for all your business internet and phone needs. Dobson FIBER, fast, reliable, local.
Reagan Auto in McAlester is now offering a winterized special, which consists of a coolant flush starting at $129.99 with a free battery check. Purchase a set of tires and ask about their complimentary alignment check and road hazard options. Stop by Reagan Auto at 306 East Wyandotte Avenue in McAlester or call 918-715-3236. That's 918-715-3236.
Dougherty Pharmacy at 622 East Wyandotte, formerly known as the Medicine Shop, offers free delivery in the McAlester area. We are a 340B pharmacy, and we are a compounding pharmacy as well. With all that, Dougherty Pharmacy also has fast, friendly service. We make it easy to fill your prescriptions. Drive up, come in, or let us deliver to you in the McAlester area. That's Dougherty Pharmacy, 622 East Wyandotte, McAlester. Dougherty Pharmacy is a proud sponsor of Buffalo football.
Tannehill Furniture and Mattress is proud to support our McAlester Buffaloes. For over 30 years, Tannehill Furniture and Mattress has been your one-stop shop for all of your furniture and mattress needs. Offering quality recliners, living room sets, bedroom sets, dining room sets, and mattresses, stop by Tannehill Furniture and Mattress today and make yourself at home. Tannehill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street in McAlester. Go Buffs! Have a great season.
Welcome back to Coffee with the Coach, brought to you by Tannehill Furniture, Dougherty Pharmacy, Dobson FIBER, and Reagan Auto. Before we dive into some fan questions, let's look ahead at our broadcast schedule this week. We actually begin tomorrow night with Tulsa Golden Hurricane. They travel to play Temple. Kickoff at 6:30 with the pregame show set for 5:30 on KTMC 1400 AM and 96.7 FM. But you're going to want to either be at or tune in to McAlester at Durant tomorrow instead. Kickoff 30 minutes later on this station, KNED, online at McAlsterRadio.com and on the KNED app. Again, video streaming near kickoff in the McAlester Radio YouTube channel. Pre-game at 6:20 p.m., that's radio only. Then on college football Saturday, we only have one game with the Sooners having their bye week. The Oklahoma State Cowboys look to bounce back at home against the Texas Longhorns. Kickoff once again at 2:30 with the pregame show set for 12:30 on Rock 105.1 FM. Now, with all that said, let's have Coach Forrest Mazey with our final segment this morning, reading off your fan questions. If you ever have one, you can message us at any time throughout the week. DM us on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio and message us on Facebook at facebook.com/McAlester Radio. Coach, we'll get started off with this one. We got some weird ones this week. Aaron asks, what is Coach Mazey's favorite deodorant?
Man, I'm into that Sasquatch. I like that Sasquatch, and I like the
Sasquatch has deodorant?
Bay Rum, yeah.
I didn't know Sasquatch had deodorant.
Mm-hmm.
I just see the bars of soap.
Yeah, they got it at Walmart too now. I was ordering it online, but I'm digging it. I like that Bay Rum smell.
First Pepsi now.
And the other one's Pine Tar I really like.
Pine Tar.
Pine Tar.
I've always, thought about moving over to Sasquatch, but I didn't think they had deodorant. I really didn't know that.
It's. I just started trying it. It's natural. It hasn't, and I've been pretty sweaty this summer, and it worked pretty well.
I think that's why they asked that. But no, yeah, we've got Pepsi now. Sasquatch, all kinds of free promotion on the show today. Trent asks, last week you hit career win number 99. Which win do you remember the most?
Ooh.
He said that you probably wouldn't talk about this because you don't like talking about it because each game is,
Yeah, man. Recently, probably that El Reno game. Del City's going to get there because after the season, obviously. But El Reno is a big one, and then maybe beating Colgate 50-0, going for 2 on that. In that game. And
big rivalry there, Boggy Bottom
Yeah,
Bowl.
it's my hometown, so it was nice to just beat the brakes off of them back, as a coach. Mm-hmm. But probably, El Reno's a big one to me. If we ever get a chance to win the Go Ball, obviously that would be a memorable one if we ever get that chance again. So it'll be there's a lot of them, man. Everything's got a big meaning to me. A lot of games have big meanings to me just because of maybe who or what's involved, first times for things, stuff like that. So there's a lot of games that come to memory. So it's hard to really put one that's the most memorable.
I know a lot of those games. I watched The Captain recently. It was the documentary on Derek Jeter, and I remember he talked about how someone said, "What's your favorite World Series ring?" And it's like, it's like choosing a kid. Well, when you have these big seasons with all these different players, they come and go throughout the program. They're only there 4 years. Yeah, it's hard to sometimes choose between teams and games like that.
Yeah, it's. You got games when I was at Atoka that we broke, state passing records, and we're on the national leaderboard and things. So, like you say, got a lot of different games that mean so much because of all the different players involved.
So Tony asks, smooth or crunchy peanut butter? Go from that question to this one.
Smooth. And it's changed throughout my life. As a kid, sometimes I like the crunchy peanuts, and then now it's smooth all the way. Get the crunchy crap out of here.
I'm 98% smooth. There will be every once in a while where I want a little bit of texture.
I just want a spoonful, though. I don't want.
Right.
If I want texture, I'll throw some bananas on the sandwich.
Okay. Way to go. I like that. Now I'm pro jelly. I like enough peanut butter to be where you can taste it, but get the jelly.
Yep.
That's me.
Peanut butter, Nutella, and a little bit of banana, and I wrap it up in a nice tortilla.
I typed this out after I got this question last night, but I'm still laughing at it. Josh asks, how much does the Earth weigh?
Enough.
At least 3 pounds, right? Yeah. And Trevor asks, what has been your favorite non-football related team activity you have ever done?
Ooh, non-related team activity.
Yeah, favorite non-football related team activity.
Non-football related?
Non-football related.
So no, can you do the banquets, can you? You can't say the banquets because it's football related.
My favorite one when I was playing was my freshman year. They took us to Robbers Cave.
Right.
And we got to rappel. I thought that was pretty cool.
The float trips always, we did them when I was at Poto. I enjoyed them, but they scared me to death because you're always afraid of somebody getting hurt or somebody losing, losing life or limb. I don't know. One year, I took over that Mangum job. It was so hot, and it was one day the kids showed up to practice, and then loaded them up and just took them to the movie. That was what we did for practice that day.
Cool.
2 days. So it was kind of a change of pace, and I had them all get dressed and say, "Hey, okay, go get on the bus and let's go to the movies."
That's cool.
So that was a cool moment, just to see their face of not really distraught, but like, oh, let's get this grinded out, and then pure enjoyment after that. It was fun.
Yeah. If you ever want to hear about a wild float trip, Derek, I know you're over there. The college group going on the float trip to Tahlequah. You want to talk about that? All right, we'll have to speak about that on the radio one day. Coach, we're running out of time, though. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap it up?
No, it's just trying to get a milestone in my career. I mean, it'll be fun to get that milestone marked off. But getting a win and moving forward, getting ready for the playoffs is what we're trying to do. Trying to make sure our seating's where it needs to be. Trying to 15 our opponents plus 15. Trying to get stay healthy and move and improve in our game and try to make sure we're where we need to be.
Coach, I don't mean to put any more pressure on you, but I think this is pretty cool. I'm going to finish off with this. First win as McAlester Buffalo head coach at Durant. A chance to get your 100th win at Durant.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yep. There you go. Thank you, Coach, for your time. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right. Again, this has been Brandon Green with head coach Forrest Mazey. Until next week, same time, same place from Harbor Mountain Coffee House on 3rd Street, McAlester. Don't just have a great day. Have a Buffalo day, everybody.